Do you sometimes wonder what constellations and other objects are in the night sky? Well, just look up, and we'll walk you through the June sky tonight. We'll start at sunset, looking west. The sun is setting far north of west, as our summer solstice occurs late in the month. More about that in another video. But shortly after sunset, you can look for the two bright stars, Castor and Pollux, of Gemini the twins, in that same part of the sky. For the first half of June, you might be able to see another object down below these stars, which is the planet Mercury. It looks like a star, but doesn't twinkle as much. Above Castor and Pollux is the constellation Cancer the Crab, although it is faint and hard to see. Continuing higher, you can find the sickle of Leo the Lion, with the bright star Regulus. Next, very high in the south, we have Virgo the Maiden, followed by Libra the Scales. Finally, coming down to our southeastern horizon, we have Scorpius the Scorpion, rising with the bright red star Antares. Just to the left of Scorpius is a fairly large constellation called Ophiuchus. He's depicted holding a snake called Serpens. Ophiuchus is sometimes referred to as the 13th zodiac because his foot just crosses the ecliptic line where the 12 traditional zodiacs are. Far down to the south, you might notice several very bright stars. These belong to the constellation of Centaurus. You've probably heard about Alpha Centauri, the closest star system to our Sun, although it is too far south for us to see from Tucson. But have you heard of Omega Centauri? It's a huge globular cluster composed of about 10 million stars. You should be able to see it easily with binoculars, and possibly even with the naked eye. Now let's turn around to face north, where we'll find the familiar Dippers and Bears. As we did last month, you can follow the arc of Ursa Major's tail to Arcturus, which is now almost directly overhead. This time, look just slightly to the west and you might notice a cloudy patch between Arcturus and Leo. This is an open cluster called Coma Berenices, or Bernice's hair. It is actually named after a real Egyptian queen. You might wonder what the difference is between a globular cluster and an open cluster. Open clusters typically have a few hundred stars and are usually very young, while globular clusters are much larger and are composed of very old stars. Moving back to the northeast, we have Hercules fighting Draco the dragon. Just below them, we have the bright star Vega, which is in Lyra the harp. You might also notice another bright star near the horizon called Deneb, but we will talk more about that next month. If you're out a little later in the evening, you can also look for Jupiter and Saturn appearing like bright stars close together in the southeast. So head outside and look up. Don't forget to tag us on Twitter and Instagram with any pictures you take while you're enjoying the night sky. Just use #ScienceSnacks. Join us next month for Space Bites. Stay hungry.